UNICEF Executive Director, Ms. Catherine Russell, members of Parliament who may be here today, members of the Diplomatic Corps, members of UNICEF, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the Prime Minister, I am honored to be here today to welcome you, Catherine, to our shores and welcome you warmly to Fiji. The Prime Minister is away on the duties in Japan, but I'm certain that he would have been here had it been possible. As we all know, Catherine, your visit to Fiji will continue to reaffirm your commitment and certainly our commitment to the partnership that both UNICEF and Fiji have, working towards equal opportunities, access, and providing a conducive environment for every child in Fiji and across the Pacific to be able to reach their potential in their lives. As I had mentioned in our brief meeting this afternoon, I was fortunate enough to meet Dr. Najan when she came through last year, and I was acting Prime Minister then as well. To meet you on this occasion is of course an honor for the country of Fiji, and bodes well for the continued collaboration that we expect or know and confident will happen between UNICEF and the government of Fiji. As you're all aware, Fiji has been pulling its weight, if you like. The Child Care Justice Bill and the Child Care Protection Bill have been tabled in Parliament. And it is our hope that these two bills will make their way to passing over the course of the year. Of course, the Child Care and Protection Bill aims to provide comprehensive support and safeguarding measures for all Fijian children, with particular focus for those who are deprived of parental care or facing abuse and neglect within their homes. The Child Justice Bill is designed to address the root causes of juvenile delinquency and reduce the number of children who resort to a life of crime for survival. By implementing early intervention and diversion strategies, offering a pathway towards rehabilitation and a brighter future for children at risk. I wish to acknowledge and commend the UNICEF's continued support to Fiji through targeted programs aligning with government's commitments on childcare and welfare in Fiji and the provision of humanitarian and relief assistance, technical support during some of our most challenging times. And I can attest to the tents, the UNICEF tents that splattered across the country when we faced the challenge of one of our largest cyclones in Fiji, which was Cyclone Winston, and would like to just continue to echo Fiji's appreciation of that support. Fiji is committed to strengthening its partnership with UNICEF and addressing shared priorities, which we shared some today, and to create an inclusive and sustainable future for the present and future generations. In doing so, we also hold ourselves accountable in measuring our progress and setting the course for addressing gaps and opportunities for improvement. With those few words, I know, Catherine, you're very tired from your travels from Vanuatu. Once again, thank you, welcome, and I wish you well on the remainder of your stay. Inakavaleu.
Honorable Deputy Prime Minister, it was really fantastic to meet with you today. It's so kind of you to come today. I really appreciate it, to come here this evening. I know you're very busy and very much appreciate your support. Members of Parliament, Excellencies, all of you, thank you so much for being here. I'm really honored to be here with all of you, and I've had such a warm welcome to Fiji. I really have just I only got here this morning, but it has been a fantastic day, so thanks so much. I want to very much thank the government of Fiji for the warm welcome and everyone who's joined us here today. This is, as Jonathan said, my first visit to Fiji and the Pacific, and I'm really so happy to experience the hospitality and the culture here firsthand. It's just been fantastic. As you've heard, UNICEF and the Fijian government share a really strong and long partnership rooted in our shared commitment to children's rights and well-being. Fiji has made significant progress on many issues that affect children, including on accelerating progress towards the SDGs, but we have to acknowledge that there are some critical child rights indicators such as child mortality, nutrition, learning outcomes, and violence against children where we have a lot more work to do, and we really need to do it together. We have to act urgently and invest in judicial reform, in child-sensitive policies, in programs and partnerships for children in Fiji, and really throughout the entire Pacific. I did just return, as Jonathan said, from a fantastic trip to Vanuatu. It was challenging because of the transportation issues, flights canceled and all the rest of it, so I have some sense of what you all live with on a daily basis here. And I really saw also the challenges posed by climate change to this part of the world, which, as you all know, are substantial. But I also saw the incredible resilience of Pacific Islanders, and especially the children who were so open and excited and talked to me a lot about what they experienced. You know, they are at the forefront of a lot of the climate justice. Some of the kids I met at a school, I think it was yesterday, I can't remember, yesterday or the day before, were shocked that I had never experienced a cyclone. And I asked them, what's it like to live through a cyclone? They're like, you don't know? And I said, yeah, we don't really have those in Washington, D.C. You know, it's not really a typical problem. So they were explaining how scary it is and how loud and all the rest of it. So it was really interesting to hear that through a children's lens and a children's eyes. But with child rights under attack in every part of the world, UNICEF really is driven by the urgency of our mandate here and around the world. In the Pacific, I think we can strongly demonstrate our commitment to leaving no child behind, which is UNICEF's mission everywhere, but to reach the most vulnerable children with the support they need. And this includes children living in the most remote islands, and there obviously are many of those here, those affected by the climate-induced disasters, and those affected by poverty. Children with disabilities and girls. I met some girls today who go to a school for the blind, and they were talking to me about some of the special challenges that they face, and that's something that I've seen all around the world. If we get it right here, we can show the rest of the world what we can achieve for children when we really work together on it. So I urge you to join us in being the fiercest champions and advocates for children. I thank you all so much for being here and for working with UNICEF, for leading the way on a lot of these issues. The decisions you take here will have a lasting impact on the future of every child in the region, and I think Fiji can set the example for so much of what's getting done. So I want to thank you for your commitment to ensuring that every child is healthy, is educated, is protected. That's our mission here and everywhere. We can only do it in partnership with other strong governments, committed governments, strong organizations, partners, and I really am grateful to all of you for being those people here in Fiji. Thank you so much.